guys, hope you're still keeping safe wherever you are. Welcome to Virginia Talks. It's all about talking. I'm Virginia Wajiro. Please welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you're new here, welcome and please subscribe. Today I'm going to talk about advice to single parents. Being a single parent, it's not easy. You go through a lot, you face a lot of challenges, and if you're one of them, if you're a single dad or a single mom, at least you can relate to what I'm saying, especially if the mother of the kids or the father of the kids went out and moved on into another family. It's not easy knowing that you have these kids alone, knowing that the mother or the father is somewhere, not even minding how the kids are. Sometimes it's not easy. But what do you do when it comes to that? I'm a mother of two. I've gone through that, and I'm telling you, it has been a process to accept that I'm a single mom, that the dad is not present anymore. It has been a journey. I'm telling you, it has been a journey. It has been a struggle, but I overcame it. So what do you do when it comes to such a situation in life? Because it does happen. Things these days do happen. They just happen. So first, never listen to what people tell you. Never listen. Always listen to your heart before deciding to do something else. Because you might find people are telling you that you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to show him or her that you can move on, get into another relationship, you can date again. But let me tell you, let me advise you, when it comes to moving on, when it comes to getting into another relationship, there are some things that you must consider in life. There are things that, first, you must consider. Let me give an example of a woman, because I'm a woman, I'm a mother. When you are moving on, when you want to date again, when you want to show this guy that you can move on, please consider first your happiness. Second, consider your kids or your kid if you have one, because you cannot marry not even married. You cannot be with a person who is not considering your kids or your kid. You cannot be a person who is you cannot have a person who is abusive to your children. No. It does not go like that. It's a two-way traffic. Because here, as a woman, when you're dating again, you need a father figure to your kids. So you need to look for a man who can be a father figure to your kids. When you are a man, you need to get a man who if you're a guy, you need to get a woman who's a mother figure to your kids, not someone who you need to balance. You need to choose between your kids and your relationship. No, it does not go right there. So when you are moving on, also consider that I'm not doing this to show the other person that I can move on, that I can go on with life. No, consider your happiness. Your happiness comes first. And if you're not doing it for your own happiness, you're doing it for show off to somebody's life that you can still do on, it will hurt you again. It will hurt you again. It will really hit you bad. Because I'm talking these things out of experience, so I know how it goes. So if you are moving on, you want to move on, you want to have another guy, you want to have another woman, first consider your kids. Because your kids in life, in all situations, they always come first. Because these are the people that anybody else can go, but they can't relate. Okay, another thing, consider your happiness. I'm not doing this for sure. So sitaki ku move on ati nimuoneshe ninaweza nika move on, ama I don't need him anymore, I don't need her anymore. Because you might be doing this and you're still hurting inside, because okay, you've not overcome what happened between you two. So don't do it because you want to show it off to somebody else. It can really hit you bad, and also can do something to your life very, very bad. It can also lead you to a very big depression. So always consider those things. Secondly, don't compare yourselves with other women or other kids. Don't compare. Because you might be in a situation where you have other women that, okay, they do this for their kids, you don't afford to do this for your kids, you don't afford to do this for yourself. Never, ever, ever. Because when it comes to comparing yourselves, for one, you will lower your self-esteem. You will not be able to stand out, because all the time you are like, I cannot be able to give my child this, I cannot be able to afford this for my kids, I cannot be able to give this to my kid, I cannot be able to dress like the other women, I cannot be able to do this and this and this and this. If only I had a husband, if only I had a wife to help me here, this and this and this. And especially if you're a man, you say, yeah, if I had a woman, if I had a mother to my children, she could have done this and this and this to the kids. Oh please, I beg you, never compare yourself to other men. Never compare yourself to other families, other relationships. Never ever, never do that. Because when you do that, you start you lower your self-esteem, and when you lower your self-esteem, you might get into depression. My friend, I'm telling you these things because I've been there. So don't do that. Always tosheka na kile uko nacho. Always appreciate what you have. Always be thankful for what you have, and don't lead yourself to comparing yourself. I'm telling you, that's another disease. That's another disease that I've gone through. So I'm telling you these things out of experience. Thirdly, number 3, always be positive with life. Kwa sababu, what happens today, you don't know what God has planned for you tomorrow, what God has destined for your children tomorrow. So always be positive. Don't always be negative. As a parent, you can see maybe you have small kids, they need to go to school. You're wondering, now my child is supposed to go to school next year. I'm supposed to do this and this by this time. How is it going to happen? Or how is it going to lead to all this? How is it going? I'm telling you, it's hectic. But always be positive and say that I can make it. It will happen because God who gave me these beautiful kids. Always call your kids beautiful. Good names, doctors, nurses. Call them good names. Preacher, whatever. You say, God, you're the one who gave me these kids. And God, you are the one who is always going to provide. Because let me tell you, the advantage of being positive. Being positive, because you know you are living now and you don't know what will happen tomorrow. Even as the Bible says, no one knows about tomorrow, what will happen, what you eat, what you name. Because sometimes unaweza kupata umekaa tu hivi home, you get a phone call, hey, kuja kupeleka lunch, kuja hey, come somewhere, you don't know. So tomorrow is not guaranteed. What you do, only dedicate everything to God. So be positive that I shall live to see tomorrow. My children will go to school. I will get a job. I will live a good life. Even after they have left, there is still a life that it's you and those kids that you have to go, that you have to live. So always be positive in everything. That I shall live to see tomorrow. My kids will go to school. They will have a good life, and always present your case to God. Something else, number 4. Never underestimate yourself. Telling yourself that you cannot do big things because you are alone, that you cannot move on because you are alone, because you are a parent, you'll be left with kids to take care of. Never, ever, 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 ever in your life underestimate yourself. No matter what people say about you out there, never underestimate yourself. That you cannot do because you are single, because you have kids. No one can love you, no one can date you, no one wants to be associated with you. No. You are very special. And let me tell you something. God saw it was worth making you that parent, mother and father, or father and mother to those kids. God saw that it was worth. So never underestimate yourself. Never say that I cannot do big things, I cannot do a job, it cannot be successful, that my children cannot be successful because they don't have a father figure, because they don't have a mother figure. No. Don't ever say that to yourself. That's another disease. Because when you start underestimating yourselves, even if you're destined for greatness, even if your children are destined for greatness, it cannot reach there. Because all the time, when you want to make a step, you underestimate yourself and you are down. When you want to do something big, like maybe you have a kibanda, you want to expand it, you cannot do it because you're saying that it cannot be successful. People will hate me, people say bad things about my life, bad things about my kids. No. Never ever underestimate yourself. Because if you start underestimating yourself, I've told you in my other number of comments that you start entering into depression. And when you start entering into depression, my friend, you have kids to take care of. Whom do you want to leave these kids to? This is the question that you must be asking yourself. Okay, I want to do this and this and this. Okay, I want to start saying that I cannot make it. No, you don't give up. No, we don't give up. I'm also one of them. We don't give up because I always believe that I'm destined for greatness, especially if you know God, especially if you rely on God. You know that you're destined for greatness, and you know I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And also, ND, above all, always pray for that family. Already when you are a mother and you have 2 kids, 3 kids, 1 kid, that's a family. Always dedicate that family to God. Always dedicate what you cannot do. What you feel that God now here that I've reached now, akisiwezi. Always dedicate it to God. Always leave it to God. Usingengane, unabati, sijui ungengane, utie biti. No. Usipingane na usingengane. Thank you so much guys for watching. Advice to single parents. Also don't mind about the background noise in town and the vehicles are passing by on the road. Please leave your comments down there, and also like, also subscribe if you're new, and see you on the next video. I love you.